Everyone's chasing EV hype, but the real headline isn't range or charging, it's survival. 13 car brands might not make it to 2035 in recognizable form, and the signs are already on the lot. This isn't doom posting, it's sales declines, debt, aging lineups, failed EV pivots, shrinking dealer nets, and thin software teams. We pulled from filings, market share trends, dealer counts, and EV adoption forecasts. Not financial advice, just a read on momentum. I'll flag the red lights and what it means if you're shopping or running out of warranty. Here's how we're calling at risk. We're looking for 7 signals that cluster. 1 or 2 can be noise. 5 or more is a pattern. First, multi-year sales declines versus segment growth. Second, high leverage or persistent losses that cap product investment. Third, aging model cycles, big gaps between launches and refreshes. Fourth, underfunded EV roadmaps, delays or vague timelines. Fifth, poor reliability that drags retention and resale. Sixth, dealer attrition that hollows service coverage. Seventh, limited international volume, which means less scale to fund batteries and software. Observation: some brands look fine in one region but fail globally. Regional sub-brands can mask weakness. Insight: the EV shift punishes low-scale players because batteries, software, and OTA support take capital and talent. Evidence anchors include quarterly sales, market share, credit outlooks, dealer counts, and recall trends. Scope: risk isn't destiny. Turnarounds happen, but runway shrinks without cash and tech. Think of it like Wi-Fi. A small router handles an apartment. Put it in a stadium and bandwidth collapses. Without scale, modern car programs run out of signal fast. Brand 1, Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi's issue isn't scandal, it's the slow fade. Some showrooms lean on one aging crossover. The pattern? Erosion in key markets, thin cadence of fresh models, and platforms a cycle behind. Crossovers dominate with sparse updates, while rivals refresh like clockwork. The alliance keeps Mitsubishi viable, but not leading. Shared platforms and drivetrains cut costs, but leadership needs distinctive tech and timing. EV and hybrid strategy trails. Plug-in hybrids bought time, but software-defined features, charging partners, and battery scale widen the gap. Why does that matter? The modern purchase is as much software as metal. OTA updates, driver assist tuning, battery management. These need teams and budgets. Evidence shows shrinking share in mature markets, fewer dealers in select regions, and a refresh cadence that lags leaders. You gotta love the Outlander PHEV's niche. It's competent, but one strong product can't carry a brand through a generational shift. Financially, constrained R&D versus rising EV capex is a squeeze. Batteries need volume commitments. Software needs continuous releases. Without scale, unit economics punish launches. Reliability is decent in spots, but not a halo. Counterpoint: loyal pockets in emerging regions and alliance tech can stabilize and stretch runway. If you're buying, think logistics. Warranty risk isn't immediate, but resale softens when momentum fades. Watch dealer stability, parts availability, and update cadence. Check component sharing with higher volume siblings to improve serviceability. Not every collapse is loud. Sometimes it's a quiet disappearance. Fewer ads, fewer models, a stuck showroom. From quiet fade to a heritage badge running low on oxygen, Chrysler is next. Brand 2, Chrysler. A brand with only a couple vehicles left is hard to miss. Chrysler's problem: tiny lineup, long cycles, and dependence on fleet or incentives. The showroom holds a loyal minivan and a full-size sedan that's outlived most platforms. In a global conglomerate, resource allocation is triage. The parent bets on badges with scale. Chrysler risks becoming a regional nameplate. Good for a minivan, not a portfolio. When strategy leans on future promises while today's showroom feels empty, the pulse gets faint. EV plan slides don't sell cars. Timely launches do. Software ecosystems need years. If your first real EV lands late, you're chasing rivals already on version 3. Evidence: multi-year sales declines, model age out of step with segment leaders, and minimal variety for shoppers wanting a clear upgrade path. Counterpoint: minivan loyalty is real, and a focused EV reboot could work if it nails range, interior tech, and price. The parent structure likely ensures parts continuity, even if the lineup stays small, so owners aren't stranded for basic service. Still, scale matters. Without more models sharing platforms, software, and components, unit costs stay high and identity hollows out. Dealers thin when there's nothing new, lowering foot traffic and squeezing margins. If you're considering Chrysler, ask, what's the concrete timing for the next model? How robust is the OTA roadmap? What's the plan for fast charging partnerships? Not doom, just data pointing to a faint heartbeat. If a clean EV minivan or hero product lands soon, there's a path. If not, it's a quiet museum piece with a service desk. Brand 3, Smart. A brand that left your city, then came back as something else. That's smart. The move: retreat from multiple markets, then reboot as an urban EV. Range is constrained, volume's modest, and the niche crowded. Reinvention buys time, but the lane is tight. Urban EV buyers want low running costs, reliable charging, and modern software. Margins are thin because small cars cap price while batteries don't. You end up asking premium light money against budget city EVs and used EVs that depreciate fast, which trains buyers to wait. Evidence: dealer retreat, a pared-down lineup, and sales that don't show scale. The joint venture helps by spreading battery and software costs, improving cadence and quality. But thin dealer networks raise practical questions. Where do you test drive? Who handles warranty work? How long do parts take? Charging is the sleeper issue. City buyers want reliable fast charging for trips and consistent AC charging at home or work. Without strong partners and clear route planning in the infotainment stack, satisfaction drops. OTA policy matters too. Slow or half-baked updates hurt word of mouth. Counterpoint: the right JV keeps costs in check, delivers decent range, and maintains steady software fixes. If you're shopping smart, check charging coverage, battery warranty terms, real-world OTA cadence, and resale risk. Reinvention under pressure isn't failure, it's a timer. You gotta love the audacity, but the window is short. 4 brands aren't collapsing so much as fraying. Regional fragility and aging lineups dragging momentum. Brand 4 Mazda fits a pattern. Declining sales in its core region, an outdated sedan SUV mix, and a slow EV rollout. Dealers consolidate, exports stay weak, and the catalog leans on models that needed fresh metal 2 years ago. Observation: still around. Insight: the product clock is out of sync. Brand 5 Nissan fights balance sheet stress. High debt squeezes R&D. Reliability issues undercut retention. Software feels thin and late, which kills perceived value even when the chassis is solid. That mix, credit pressure plus sliding trust, shows up as higher incentives and shorter leases. It's a short-term bandage that hurts later. Brand 6 Jeep is the charming, niche, off-road heritage player. We love the story, the angles, the trail ratings, but safety and emissions costs climb while the new tech pipeline stays thin. When active safety and infotainment feel a generation old, regulators and buyers push back. Margins compress because retrofitting modern tech onto old bones costs real money. Brand 7 Suzuki leans budget. That used to be safe. Now, it's a squeeze. Low-cost EV entrants undercut new prices, and the used market offers bigger cars for similar payments. With few new models, you're starved for showroom sizzle. Dealer morale dips when nothing's fresh. Thread through all 4, missing scale and software roadmaps. Compliance costs stack, from emissions to cybersecurity, and without volume or shared platforms, you lose pricing power. Evidence shows quarterly sales bending down, dealer counts slipping, and model cycles stretching beyond norms. Would you buy from a brand with 1 new model and no update plan? Some will for price or loyalty, most won't. That's how a regional presence becomes a regional risk. The collision zone. Brands where EV strategy and capital constraints collide. Brand 8 Fisker looks loud in ads and quiet in engineering. EV launches get announced, delayed, re-announced, then pushed again. Battery supply isn't locked, software stumbles, and marketing does the heavy lifting. Enthusiasm can't replace energy density or stable code. Miss one launch, lose a quarter. Miss 3, lose a customer base. Brand 9 Citroën is a regional sub-brand running a compliance-only EV. It ticks the regulatory box, not the consumer wish list. Slow charging, limited trims, and fleet-aimed discounts. On paper, volume looks okay. In showrooms, retail demand is soft. Fleet sales mask weakness for a while. Then residuals crash and the cycle worsens. Without convenient fast charging and a clear OTA plan, the vehicle ages in dog years. Brand 10 Dodge leans on legacy ICE profits, comfortable until it's not. The late R&D pivot shows up as rushed electrification, heavier vehicles, and looming penalties. Software-defined vehicles aren't one and done. You need continuous updates, teams that ship weekly, and a feedback loop with owners. If budget patches the old lineup, the EV bench stays light and the gap widens. Evidence: missed launch windows, supplier disputes around batteries or inverters, and share loss to EV native players that iterate faster. This isn't about 0 to 60, it's about 0 to stable. For buyers, be cautious with first-gen experiments without clear warranty coverage, transparent charging partnerships, and an OTA policy with real release notes and frequency. Ask if the brand publishes charging uptime, supports plug-in charge, and offers transferable battery warranties. Here's the kicker: the worst part is later. Support costs rise after launch. When early hardware meets late software, warranty claims spike and dealers carry downtime. Without cash and partners, second-year fixes get thin. That's how casualties in waiting turn into trade-ins you regret. Beyond the tech gap, this is where the balance sheet starts steering. Brand 11, Ford. Ford shows the classic stress pattern: leveraged finances, worsening credit outlooks, and cost-cutting bleeding into quality. Cheaper materials, delayed fixes, and recalls strain trust. Observation: tough quarter. Insight: compounding risk. Higher borrowing costs mean fewer fresh models, which mean lower sales, which push borrowing costs higher. There's your loop. Brand 12, Subaru. Subaru operates under private ownership, which limits disclosure. That can hide problems or buy patience. The worry is persistent losses and low plant utilization. When factories run below sustainable levels, unit costs climb, vendors get nervous, and product cadence slows. You'll notice longer gaps between trims, minimalist updates, and cautious marketing spend. Conservation mode as competition spikes. Last brand, Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo looks healthy until you check the map. Dealer consolidation and closures chip away at rural coverage first, then small metros. Parts logistics stretch lead times, so a simple repair becomes a multi-week wait. Owners weigh the hassle, then drift to brands with quicker service. When dealers close, warranties get harder to use. Valid on paper, costly in time. Customers feel abandoned, even if the company insists otherwise. Let's turn this into action. New buyers: prioritize recent refreshes and widely shared components. Shared parts mean better availability and more technicians who know the hardware. Look for strong factory warranties and transparent OTA policies with real release notes. Ask about charging partnerships and service loaners. Downtime matters. Buying used? Verify parts commonality and third-party serviceability. Scan for open recalls and technical service bulletins. A pre-purchase inspection should include battery health on electrified models and a software version check. Watch resale trends in your region so you don't finance against a falling floor. Financing: avoid long loans if depreciation risk is high. Shorter terms or bigger down payments reduce the chance of going upside down. Consider gap coverage if rates push you long anyway. Ownership hedge: reputable extended warranties, clean maintenance records, and proactive fixes. Keep every receipt. Red flags, local dealer exits, repeated launch delays, and no meaningful OTA cadence. Green flags, a clear EV roadmap with dates, stable dealer density, and transparent software support timelines. You're not buying just a car, you're buying a support system. Make sure the network can keep you rolling. Turnarounds happen. The playbook is simple to say, hard to do. Merge or partner for shared platforms to slash development costs. Secure battery supply and align software on a common stack. Cut slow-selling SKUs and focus on one hero product. Reliability and UX improve first, advertising last. Targeted regional focus can work. Own one segment where you're credible, then expand. Incentives, regulations, and energy prices shift fast, which can open windows. A brand with clear priorities and disciplined launches can regain trust. For shoppers, buy what fits your needs, but price in brand risk. Depreciation and service access are real. Risk isn't certainty, but your margin for error is execution speed. Momentum and clarity beat nostalgia. Survival favors brands that ship software on schedule, secure batteries early, and refresh fast. Nostalgia doesn't keep the lights on. Drop your take. Who did I underrate or overrate, and why? Bring receipts. Comment, like, and subscribe for grounded, data-driven car analysis. Share this with a friend car shopping now. It could save them money and headaches.